Thank you. The Ann Gooch Award is presented to members from outside of North America who have contributed significantly to the furtherance of barbershop in the worldwide arena. Before we honor our 2022 Ann Gooch Award recipient, we would like to take this time to acknowledge our 2020 and 2021 award recipients who were not able to receive their awards in person. For their dedication to barbershop music and commitment to Sweet Adelines International during some extremely challenging years, we honor Glenda Lloyd of Brindabella Chorus in Region 34, the 2020 Ann Gooch Award recipient. And we honor Joanne Oosterhoff of Acapella West Chorus in Region number 34, the 2021 Ann Gooch Award recipient. This year's recipient shares many characteristics of the award's legendary namesake. Prior to the pandemic, Region 31's Nicky Salt could be found all over the world, coaching and mentoring choruses and quartets. Over the last 2 years of pandemic restrictions, Nicky found innovative ways to continue encouraging and educating barbershoppers, from online visits to her important contribution to Region 31's 2021 virtual convention. Nicky, your enthusiasm and knowledge have brought so many singers into our beloved art form. On behalf of Sweet Adelines International, I am proud to present you with the 2022 Ann Gooch Award.
Wow. I probably need to say something more than wow, right? Okay. I am honestly, truly very shocked. There are so many amazing people in this organisation. People with crowns. I take my hat off to you. I wish I could take my crown off, but I got to third and not first, so I can't. There are amazing people on boards and judges and leaders. And there's Ann Gooch, people. I mean, Ann Gooch. And thank you for everything that you are and for being the inspiration behind this. Those people are all amazing, and I'm also mindful of the illustrious people in my region who've received this award previously. The wonderful Alison Cheney and Anne Cargill, Valerie Taylor, who's in the judging pit, and Elaine Hamilton, who's been on the webcast today. You're all incredible. I honestly have a bit of imposter syndrome, but I'm nonetheless very grateful for this. I am just an ordinary, not quite made it to be an international champion, Sweet Adeline from Region 31, who is strangely more often than not remembered for talking about magic knickers on the quartet final stage than my singing. Yep. But after much deliberation and keeping within the time limit so I don't get into trouble, I want to share with you a glimpse of my real story to try and help you understand why this organisation, my fabulous Region 31, and this award are so important to me. Deep breath. I've written that in case I forget to do it. I actually have, yeah. So since joining Sweet Adelines, I competed in a chorus and then in quartets for many years. And then it got really serious, and I dedicated so much of my life to what was a mind-blowing quartet journey with finesse. But I was third and not first. And then I was nothing because I stopped being part of that quartet. And what followed was kind of like a grief thing. I was questioning, who am I if I'm not a singer? Who am I if I'm not in the top 3 in the world? And I didn't actually know. I was really lost. I was too emotional to sing again straight away. But what could I do? I still loved the organisation and I didn't want to leave. But what else was there that could ignite that fire again? And it was then that I realised just how amazing Sweet Adelines was. Suddenly, I realised that I had different choices that Sweet Adelines gave me that allowed me to rewrite my next chapter with a different ending. I was living in France, but I was also still part of Region 31, and they'd supported me in my quartet on my amazing journey for such a long time. I'd always wanted to give something back, so I developed the bursary in collaboration with the RMT, which gave a prize to the region's most improved quartet, an opportunity to come and stay with me in France and have time away and coaching. I wanted to encourage the quartets to get better. I wasn't interested in it being about placing, but about people who really wanted to improve. And what I discovered was that it felt really good to do that. It gave me joy. And then I was given the job of opening the very first ever Region 31 webcast. And unsurprisingly, I loved it. And I found something else that gave me joy. I was asked to MC shows and contests, and I loved that too. And I even had a little dabble at the international webcasting, which was insane, in a good way, and more joy followed. I joined the RMT in Region 31 in order to help facilitate change and progress and to give something back. It has to be said that I'm not actually much of a committee person. I question a lot of things, and I think I'm probably quite a nightmare for them, although it brings me joy. My coaching has gone from strength to strength. I've worked with some really wonderful people. I'm so lucky, and my life continues to be regularly filled with joy. Along the way, I've actually become quite good at it. And recently, I've stopped apologising for who I am, and I'm now able to say that. The buzz that I get from helping singers to become better versions of themselves, or to gain confidence, or to achieve their dreams, or recover from not achieving them, is huge. I love it. And I've found a new place. I've also found out who I am if I don't sing. The fire is well and truly alight again. I'm currently coaching so many wonderful people, including having the honour of coaching Region 31's 2 international superstars, the amazing Forth Valley Chorus, who scored 696 at this year's regional. Yeah. And are headed to Louisville, and my beautiful Fortuity Quartet girls, who I adore and who sung their way beautifully yesterday to a phenomenal 12th place in the world. I'm so thankful for these opportunities which Sweet Adelines has made possible. There's so much more to this organisation than singing, and I was so thankful to discover, and I encourage all of you to get involved. Webcasting, MCing, join your RMT. Do it, people. It brings joy. At the same time as finding myself again, there was a more sinister backstory. I had very publicly sold my house, left my job, moved to France to live the dream. I even talked about it on the quartet final stage. Except it wasn't a dream. It was a nightmare. And a very dangerous and scary nightmare. But I didn't tell anyone. I just carried on the best I could. I was embarrassed. I didn't want to be the person that everyone felt sorry for, or the person that everyone wondered how they could possibly have got themselves into that situation. Believe me, I did enough of that wondering myself. Sharing my story is huge in terms of my healing, but I'm not telling you to make you feel sorry for me. My reason for telling you is to remind you of something. Don't judge a book by its cover. I've always been the funny one, the loud one, the confident one. Being on show was part of my job. In the quartet, it's part of my job when I coach, when I MC, when I webcast. I put a smile on and I did it. And people thought they knew me. They thought that that was me, happy, fun, loud, and confident. They had no idea what I was going through, how hard it was, and how many times I had to fight to keep going. I wanted to curl up in a ball, leave the association and slip quietly away and stop trying to find me again. What I lost most through that horrific experience was my brave. I lost my brave. Publicly, I was the same loud, confident, happy Nicky, but inside I was fighting for my life. This organisation is full of flamboyant, confident performers, but it's not always the quiet ones who are struggling. Nobody would have thought that I was. The point is, you just don't know who is. So I implore all of you to always be kind. Be kind and spread joy. Thank you.